Hi. Our client is a organization called Understanding Interventions, and their goal is to share the knowledge and resources in the field of education interventions. And one of their major product is called Understanding Interventions Index, which is a academic database um, that targets interventions in education, primarily for minority groups. And so the target audience is of this product is like the intervention program developers or the researchers or even the students. So regarding the methodologies we use, there are 6 methods in our project. The first one is the interaction map, which is a static representation of the system, and it has all the possible actions, error, and non-error states. And the second one is called informational interviews, so by which we can understand our target population. So we transcribe the interviews so we can produce some personas and scenarios for further studies. And the third one is comparative analysis, by which we can learn the pros and cons about our products and our competitors. And there are several types of competitors. And the first one is survey, and the purpose of it is to understand users' attitudes, characteristics, and other behaviors. So we got 48 responses, but only 15 of them are UI index users, which means that the result may not be statistically significant, but we did have some interesting findings from the results. And the fifth one is the heuristic evaluations. And the purpose of it is to find the major flaws in the product in a short amount of time without users. And this evaluation is conducted with the 10 heuristics by Jacob Nielsen, and as well as the Likert scales from 0 to 3. And the last one is the usability test, by which we can discover the usability problem with the real users. And the process is first we recruit the users and we give them 4 major scenarios and tasks to complete. And then we conduct some pre-test and post-test questionnaires to learn more about their thoughts. And finally, we aggregate and organize all the findings and recommendations from this 6 projects into one document so we can synthesize and then produce a concluded findings and recommendations.
Thanks, Chu. Here are 9 most important findings we have discovered throughout this semester, and today we'll discuss 5 most important ones. First, we have discovered that users want the website to save their progress and allow them to undo or edit their search terms. In this image, we can see that after the user type all the search queries and click search button, they will lose all the content they have typed. And another findings is user will not sure if the search results are related to the search terms. For example, in this image, we have searched for STEM articles in 2017, and in the result, it didn't show us that it's related to STEM. Another reason might be the search results are not filtered by the keywords, because we tried to search math and we received the exactly same result as we searched STEM. And user might feel overwhelmed and confused when they are on the landing page, that they have to click one database to start their search. Some user replies that they have no idea what the difference between the 7 databases, and they do not know where they should start with. And some other users have reported that they would like to search on all the databases to see all the related result instead of have to pick one by one. UI index has limited options for the user to make advanced search, like sort and filter in the search for the search result. In this image, we can see it doesn't have the function to sort by the date, even though the default is the most recent first, but the user have no idea if that's like even happened. Last finding is the list of the result on one page can be very long and overwhelming. In this image, we can see we have more than 3,000 results, and it's all displayed on one page. This not only slows down the loading speed, but also can be very difficult for the user to scan through.
And we came up ultimately with these our top 11 recommendations. So first, we recommend providing a global search feature. Second, providing additional sort options by providing a sort by filter, which can be displayed on the side of the UI index. Third, keeping the input after the users have searched so that they can review the activities. Fourth, improve keyword functionality so that the results and display feedback of the user search terms and keywords and the results are more related. 6, offer the user functions to filter and organize the search result. 7, make sure the UI index is pulling up in the newest and most relevant up-to-date information. 8, enable more dynamic search options like capitalization and natural language processing. 9, display search results in multiple pages. So allowing users the option to view the results instead of on what currently is one long page. For example, instead of providing the option for users to see around 25 results per page. 10, maintain consistent content in the search results page and display the resulting information in a logistical way. And lastly, removing the animation of the display tabs and making perhaps the animation speed faster. So I will be discussing the top 3 recommendations. So that would be providing a global search feature or displayed as a search box at the very top of the UI index. We also recommend displaying the feedback of the UI's users' search terms and keywords on the results page, because currently that is not the case. And then lastly, we recommend that removing the animation of the 7 display tabs, as you can see on the right in the video, or even making the animation faster can help improve the user experience of the UI index based on our tests.
So some challenges that we ran into on this project were, first of all, we had limited time and resources. So we only had the scope of being able to work on this for 1 semester. And there were 4 researchers of us, but we did not have a ton of access to people conducting our research like we would have liked to. So for example, for our usability tests, we were unable to conduct usability tests with actual interventionists. So if we were to conduct those again, it would be great to do them with interventionists and not just people with academic experience. Of course, COVID-19 has been a huge challenge throughout this process, especially for the last March and April. It's made conducting research challenging as everyone's facing all sorts of unique challenges, both personally and professionally, of absolutely global proportions. So that's been a challenge of this research. And to that end, the annual Understanding Interventions Conference was canceled altogether this year, which made advertising the index challenging, as well as advertising some of our research efforts. So we weren't able to recruit as many participants as I think we would have been able to otherwise if the conference would have taken place this year. So some next steps, we recommend reviewing our recommendations, and you can decide which recommendations you'd like to implement based on what you think are the most important and based on costs. So whether that's time cost or money costs or any other feasibility challenges. We recommend doing some additional research. So you can do some of the research methods that we did, that we covered in our methodology, with actual interventionists at the UI conference. That would be valuable to better understand their specific needs. And as you're implementing these new features, for example, like a global search bar, conduct some A/B usability tests to validate that these new features are actually useful and valuable and helping people throughout the process. So now, if you have any questions, please reach out to us. You can reach out to us directly under our emails here, or you can email us as a group at thecryptokitties@umich.edu. We'd love to hear your feedback on this presentation or any other feedback on any of the specific projects. And again, I just want to thank you so much for this opportunity. I hope that you stay safe and have a great rest of your summer. Please let us know what questions or feedback that you have. Thank you so much.